Guys, the internet has tried to warn you for years. Please stop dating coworkers. It's a lesson for women, but it's also a lesson for men. I understand you work there all day long. You see your coworkers more than you see your own family and friends. But that is not an excuse for you to date the ladies at your job because of many reasons.
Do not sleep with your coworkers. A cheap thrill and a night to remember that more than likely you'll both regret, especially once the whole office starts talking about it. You know, there is an app there called Tinder.
And then there are people that have their own experiences with this.
Now you listen to me and you listen to me good. Don't get your money and your honey in the same place. Don't be out here dating a coworker. Don't be out here sleeping with a coworker. I'm telling you right now from experience, it ain't worth it. Because it's all well and fine when it's all well and fine. But when it ain't, it damn sure ain't. It's like, what if y'all are arguing at home and it spill over at work? Y'all get into it at work. Now both y'all fired.
But then even worse things can happen for just saying hello.
Stop trying to date or hook up with your coworker. You're making a big mistake, and let me explain why. One of my coaching clients just told me the other day that he was at work and he walked into the break room and he saw that there was a new girl who was there and he introduced himself. By no means was he being flirty. By no means was he doing anything inappropriate. He was just being nice and introduced himself. Only to find that he was reported the next day to HR for being inappropriate. He was completely mind blown.
Nothing good comes out of dating women that work with you, but some guys want to have their cake and eat it too. Let's talk about legendary sports commentator and journalist Skip Bayless. He is the guy that is a legend in the field, just like Stephen A. Smith. He's the one that gave Shannon Sharpe his rise to fame, and he's a legend in sports writing and also in sports commentating. But stop the show. There are some horrible allegations against him right now. Now, the allegations are against him and Fox Sports executive Charlie Dixon. And that's coming from a lady by the name of Noushin Faraji. Now, Noushin Faraji is a hairstylist. So before the people get ready for, their shows and things like that, she's the one that's basically doing hair and, just kind of fixing people up, both male and female. She started working there in 2012. And the head of content, Mr. Charlie Dixon, allegedly grabbed her behind at a birthday party in West Hollywood.
Damn!
She went to report it to Fox, and somebody told her allegedly to get over it. But wait, it got worse. Skip Bayless was really fond of Noushin Faraji. Yeah, and so when he would get close to her, he would give her lingering hugs and kisses on the cheek while putting his body against hers and pressing against her breast. Now, Skip Bayless is one of those old guys who still works out, so he thinks he's still in shape. But you know what? She wasn't interested. She said, listen, I don't want to date at work. And to get away from Skip Bayless, she would even lie and say things like she was suffering from ovarian cancer in order to halt his advances. But that didn't stop Skip Bayless. He really wanted to clap those cheeks. Booty clapping sounds! He said this, listen, baby, I will give you $1.5 million to basically let me get those cheeks. And I will change your life. But then she said, hell no, I'm not gonna let you get these cheeks. Then Skip Bayless got mad. Then he accused her of something crazy. You know what? You let Shannon Sharpe clap your cheeks. Why you not letting me clap your cheeks? So damn. That might have been the reason why Skip Bayless came at Shannon Sharpe, because Shannon Sharpe took his chick. But then it gets worse. Approximately 1 week later, Miss Bayless made another advance. And she was like, Skip, don't you have a wife? And he was like, aren't you Muslim? Doesn't your dad have 3 to 4 wives? Now, basically, this is insulting on a personal and professional level. And she also was saying how much Mr. Skip Bayless was mispronouncing her name like I'm probably doing right now. Stop the show. Please don't sue me, all right? I just really don't know. But then she started dropping some more receipts. You see, she wants to paint the picture that Fox Sports 1 is corrupt And this sort of behavior amongst employees of sexual harassment and sleeping around is something that the organization knows about but does nothing about. And she's going to try to prove her point basically against Mrs. Joy Taylor, or I should say Miss Joy Taylor, because she's technically not married. And what she's trying to say is Miss Taylor is basically using her sexuality, or she has used her sexuality against Mr. Dixon, you know, the executive of Fox Sports 1 that grabbed her ass at that particular birthday party, that while she refuses to do it, Miss Faraji, while she won't sleep around, Miss Taylor, or Miss Joy Taylor, will sleep around, and she will let anybody clap her cheeks to get ahead in Fox. If you look at Mr. Emmanuel Acho, he basically tries to pretend to be a very clean-cut guy, like very pristine, very immaculate English. And he tries to be too perfect. And he acts like Joy Taylor is his homie.
Just got done with rehearsal for the new show Speak, and I got to take a moment to shout out my co-host Joy Taylor. A woman, a black woman, daily show, sports. Do you all realize how hard it is to get into the position that she is in? So often there's misogyny and sexism running rampant in sports, and we don't even care what women have to say in sports. But Joy is not only in the position on television as a woman, as a black woman, but as an opinionist. So not just asking men what they think, but providing her own unique and distinct insight. It's hard to do, and Joy, you have done it. So congratulations. Looking forward to working with you, and hope y'all tune in 4:30 to 6 Eastern every day starting next week.
He does everything to make it seem as if him and Joy Hall are just really good friends. And then also, even on her birthday, he has posts like this. This is January 17, 2023. Happy birthday to my brilliant co-host, my homie, and my friend, Joy Taylor Talks. It's a pleasure and honor to work with you daily. Y'all go show her some love. Right? This is the same guy that's like, oh, she's a strong black woman and all of this. And then here's a shocking photo of them together, as it seems like at her house, hanging out. He ain't got on no socks or shoes on. She's drinking some wine. He got that fake ass dusty smile. And the person that posted it says, people shocked about Joy Taylor and Acho like they wasn't at the crib together. Now, this is interesting. Let's get into what's in this affidavit. Storytime music! In approximately February 2020, Miss Taylor asked Miss Faraji to meet her for lunch in Beverly Hills. When she arrived, she found Miss Taylor with a man, Mr. Emmanuel Acho. Miss Faraji did not know Mr. Acho, but could tell that the two were romantically involved. Now stop the show. Some of y'all be at work clapping each other cheeks and you think that somebody is stupid. We know that y'all are smashing, okay? So, a few months after meeting Mr. Acho at the lunch, Miss Faraji noticed him in the hallway while at work. Miss Faraji later asked Miss Taylor if Mr. Acho also worked at Fox. Miss Taylor, Joy Taylor, confirmed and explained that she wanted Mr. Acho to eventually recommend her on the show Speak for Yourself. Now, Miss Faraji became alarmed and warned Miss Taylor that she should probably not sleep with Mr. Dixon and Mr. Acho at the same time, because Mr. Dixon is a very powerful man that may become very angry. Stop the show. So listen, you shouldn't be sleeping with these two dudes, all right? So you're sleeping with Acho so that you can basically get another show. And then you're sleeping with Mr. Dixon so you can get another show. But Taylor said, don't worry about it. She explained that she was also now powerful, and once Mr. Dixon was no longer useful to her, she would follow through on her plan to tell the company that he forced himself on her. Can I get a, oh my God, sound effect?
Oh my God!
She would not allow herself to be forced out by Mr. Dixon like other women talent. So what happened after that? In approximately September 2022, Miss Taylor started to work on Speak. Miss Taylor requests Miss Faraji to do her hair.
Got him!
That's crazy. But we should have saw this coming, because you know what? Joy Taylor kind of admitted that she would pretty do certain things for money to get ahead. And I'm not saying this is what she said herself.
These hypotheticals have got us in a chokehold, and we must free ourselves. It's fun to argue about. It's fun to talk about what you would do in this scenario, or would you leave the game if the seats were high? or if a man took you this place on a first date, what you would do. And I'm telling you, like, every interaction that I have with people now, in some way or another, these things come up. Can we just keep it a buck? If they're fine enough, if they're funny enough, or if their financial status is what you want, fine, funny, money. You're throwing all boundaries, standards, all that you talked on Instagram about how you would never, and this woman ain't because women this and men this. You're moving forward with this person.
No, you know my favorite hypothetical, because it's so ridiculous, is when you ask anybody if they would do something outrageous for like $1 million and they say no. It's like, okay, would you do it for 2 million? I mean, would you do it for what's the number? Like, anytime you add money into a hypothetical, people love feeling good about themselves by saying that they wouldn't do it for the money, but it's literally only because it's a hypothetical. If you saw this $1 million in front of your face and I said, do this, are you doing it? So I don't even know if hypotheticals are real indicators of the situation that's being discussed, because I'm starting to think people only use hypotheticals to lie about the circumstance.
Damn. All I gotta say is damn. That's crazy. She's basically admitted that, look, yeah, I would do something strange for a little change, just like anybody else would. People, if they won't do that, they are lying. And you know what? They are lying. This is not uncommon, guys, especially in the industries of entertainment, in music, which is in entertainment. Yes, people do get their cheeks clapped to get ahead. And if you're a powerful guy and you're making a lot of money, and even if they do let you clap your cheeks, they can always come back and say, well, you know what? He did X, Y, and Z to me. And then they're going to believe her, and then you're out of a job. What's the solution, guys? Stay out of people's cheeks. I've already told you guys hella times, but you dudes just don't be listening to me because y'all just like always overclapping. Like, stop that, man. The overclap sessions must stop. In 2025, we've been through this. Stop risking your livelihood just because you know you can use your power over somebody to get some cheeks. If you're really a player like that, you can get cheeks without having to overclap people's cheeks. Please stop it. We are tired. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy Usher D Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.